So I wanted to share some thoughts on the series Adolescence, which just dropped on Netflix. Definitely, if you haven't seen it, probably don't watch this if you're planning on seeing it. I felt like the show did an incredible job in multiple ways, but you can read other reviews for that. I was just blown away by the acting and the story, the way that they told it. The thing that really stuck out to me was maybe a bit different than other things that stuck out to people. But in Western societies, we're very individualistic, right? And so we really believe deeply in the attachment science that says like who you're nurtured by is the largest influence on your life, which is true, right? But also the community and the society around is also largely shaping you. And I think sometimes in trauma healing, attachment centered spaces, as well as particularly Western society, we fail to recognize the powerful, potent, shaping impact of society. The whole time we're looking like, were his parents super abusive? Is this why? And that's the explanation that we all can most readily and easily accept. But they showed in the series that they were. They really were pretty average. And it doesn't mean that there wasn't major misses for their son. Lack of attunement, lack of affirmation, even though he was different than they had hoped, not being involved enough, so maybe a bit of emotional neglect, not asking him those hard questions about what he was doing and what he was seeing and processing that with him. But overall, very loving and caring and wanting the best for him. And I think it's so good that they wrote the story that way, because how easily we can look at parents and assume that a child that's gone way off the rails of societal expectations, it's solely the parents' doing. I think it's a really important, nuanced conversation to explore, and this series does a great job of exploring. Once he got that computer and he went down that road of the manosphere and having that victim mentality and fueling the misogyny that online content does so readily to young boys, it shaped him further, and it created the environment where he could crack towards a female that wasn't giving him, what he wanted, and the affirmation and reciprocation that he wanted, that he could do what he did. I think that's such an important part of the series, and I really hope that that's not missed. Obviously, the primary content being the manosphere and this toxic masculinity thread that's seeming to get thicker and thicker, at least publicly.